Hey guys, how's it going? Lothar here, and today we have a review and a guide for a deck that I really like, yet can't find anyone playing it on ladder lately. It's the Syndicate Jigstra Crime deck. Jigstra is an amazing leader, possibly the best Syndicate leader, at least to me. And it's because of his passive ability to gain 1 coin when you play a crime card, and even later on because of his active ability to gain 1 coin on an order ability, that he's so good. The passive ability stacks a lot. You have cards like Eavesdrop and Slander, Swindle, and they all trigger the passive ability, which lets you always have about 5 or 6 coins reliably. It's also really good when you have Townsfolk on the board, because it just gets boosted every time you play a crime card, and it snowballs so much later on. So for starters, I have a bit different version than the other people play that I saw, at least on the internet. So let's go over card by card for every card choice that I made, and I'll explain why it's that good, and if you can change something up, maybe some tips. So let's start. First of all is Jigstra. You can't change him, at least not in this shell. His interaction with Townsfolk is so good that it's basically the core of the deck. So we'll ignore that. Siggy Ruin. The difference in my deck and the other ones is that I play 8 ganks. I don't play the, Firebrand or whatever the church one is, because the cards are pretty bad. You can play Congregation if we want to get the 9th coin. And I figured I really don't need a 9 coin. I see myself often just play them for 8 and that's good enough. Sometimes I play when I have a couple of coins already, like 2 or 3, and then I lose value. But the 1 coin doesn't really make a difference that much to play such a card as Congregation. I mean, it's a 6 for 5, I think, but I really don't like it. Portal. Portal is probably also core, you can't change it up. It brings out 2 cut up lackeys, which when they have bonded deal 2 damage every time you play a crime card. This is a really good interaction when they don't have removal. So this is probably always your turn 1 against most Skellige decks that don't have removal and everything else like that. Basically, you have to play it. Novigradian Justice. Also core. Most of these golds are pretty core, except Walter Veritas, but we'll get on to that later. Novigradian Justice is only useful for thinning your deck, which is pretty good. For Cleaver's Muscle, 10 points of value with shield. So 11 for 10, that's pretty good. Also thins your deck. Excellent card. Igor the Hook. That's part of our combo with our leader and our townsfolk. Igor the Hook says that you can pay 5 coins to summon a base copy of an allied unit to his row. That's an important part to his row. You can also use the insanity part to damage him, but I wouldn't recommend doing that except if you know that your opponent doesn't have removal or some sorts. It's useful against some decks like the, Francesca decks mostly. But against decks like that run Spheres and Seizes, it's terrible. You have to use the Sphere, keep him healthy and alive at 6. You can also use his ability with other cards like, Tax Collector, to gain a lot of coins, but be sure to put him in the ranged row, because its ability won't trigger if it's in melee, because it says it's only on the ranged row. You can use it with Cut Up Lackey to spawn a lot of Cut Up Lackeys, play some crime cards, do a lot of damage, clear the board. Philip Eilhart. Giant tempo swing. You only use this if you really want to win the round. It's sometimes useful in round 1, when there's a card that basically removes everything you play. Something like the... a 4-cost, 4-point machine card from Nilfgaard. Forgot what it's called. Some cards that you really just have to remove. often they are order cards, basically that deal damage. It's also useful in round 3 against cards like Spear Tip, anything that has a lot of points, just to have a huge swing. Volta Veritas. This is our first flex spot of the deck. Volta Veritas is a pretty good card, according to me, but a lot of people don't play it. They opt to play something else instead of it. I like it. It's 9 points, for 9 to 10 points used most of the time for 9 provisions, which is pretty valuable, but you have a variety of cards you can choose from basically, and that's what makes it so good. It's a good toolbox card and I really like it. The Borsodi brothers is pretty self-explanatory, they're pretty good. Got a lot of money, it's a good coin sink, everything about it is good. Eavesdrop, also flexible, but I really like it. It gets you 6 coins because of the ability from the leader, and it thins your card. Sometimes you have a terrible hand or you just mulligan away the cards you really don't want in your deck, but end up drawing Cleaver's Muscle or Cut Up Lackey or something that you want to thin from your deck. Sewer Raider maybe. And it's a good card when you can just shuffle away the cards that you don't need and get some money from it too. Townsfolk, part of the namesake of the deck, the core basically. You want to save at least 1 for round 3, or if it's possible, because if you can use this and Igor the Hook, it just snowballs so hard you probably win the round if he doesn't have removal. You want to save the leader order ability for it too, so you have 5 charges on it. It instantly turns it in a 9-point card. It's amazing. So try to be a bit more conservative with the leader charges. Dip and the Pontar, 4 profit and 3 damage, 7 for 5. Always good. Removal. Cleaver's Muscle. It's a Crown Splitter card. I think the only one in a deck, if I'm correct. And we get to... including Novigrad Justice, and we get to thin it out to get some 10 points. Pretty good. Tax Collector, also flexible. I can't remember why I changed for it, but I really didn't like the card that I changed, so I played Tax Collector. It's a good card against decks that lack removal. And it's just removal bait if they do have removal, because you have a lot of cards that you don't want to get removed, like Townsfolk, Igor the Hook. And if it sticks, it's pretty good. It's really valuable. Witch Hunter Executioner. I really like this card. Without the bounty, it's still good because it gives 1 bleeding. So later on, when you have like 5 or 6 coins, you can use this and bleed everything on his side of the board, or just put it up and not do anything with it. Let it stick there later maybe. It's also a good interaction with the Slander, which puts up a bounty. So the point is that you put up a bounty on a creature with a high base power at least, then you shoot it down with Witch Hunter Executioner because it deals damage instead, and then you get the money back and you can bleed everything else or use it on something else. It's pretty good. Sewer Raiders, a pretty good card, 6 for 5 thinning, pretty much amazing. Slander, I've been wondering if I would, I really like Slander, but I'm wondering if I could play 2 instead of 1, because the card is pretty good. Maybe instead of Swindle, we'll see. They're both really good cards, so check Slander out, give it a chance, maybe play 2, and tell me how it goes. Swindle, it's an okay card, I mean, it can give you from 4 to 6, right? Yeah. And just a money enabler, basically. And finally, Cut Up Lackey. You already said this card is pretty good and I really like it. Never play one of these alone, except if you have Igor the Hook on board or in your hand ready to play him. You usually always want to mulligan this away. This and Cleaver's Muscle and secondary Sewer Raiders. And play this with Portal, play Cleaver's Muscle and No Again Injustice, and that's that. So we got the deck covered, and let's go into some games. Let's see, second game. Mulligan. The Swindles. We have an Eavesdrop, which is good, so we can just filter away. Yeah, that's fine. Portal. Premium Eves shouldn't be that much of a problem. Most of the decks we have bad matchup against are the... what's it called? Removal based decks, yeah. This, so we can just play the Crime. Cut up lackeys are always an excellent starter. You see, if he doesn't boost we can kill this. Or we can't. But, let's see. Now we can't do anything to that. I guess we Eavesdrop to get some coin.
It's alright, we're alone here, just between us.
Self-explanatory. You want to use most of the crimes while you still have the lackeys on board, because they're going to get removed or you won't have them in the other rounds. So the main point is trying to stay above his points. Don't do anything that'll bring him below. Let's see. Yeah. No, Guardian Justice is pretty good here. But it does open it up to Dry Pass. But I still want to thin our deck.
Oh, you've done it now.
Nah, he won't. I think he's pretty devoted to winning round 1. Which is pretty good for us. If he doesn't have a removal for the card lackeys, we'll probably just take the round. Vitality. We could even steal this, because it will bring out a lot of value, but I don't like that. Although 6-3, yeah, why not?
You'll suffer the consequences of your foolishness.
Hope he continues playing and doesn't just pass. And then we play Witch Hunter Executioner probably. Siggy Ruin. Maybe dip in the bond or just get some triggers. Let's see, that's 4 coins and 7 damage. Do we want to pass here? Yeah, we do. That's fine for us. We're on 6 card, he's on 4. I mean, yeah. He probably dry passes round 2, then we both go with 10 cards in hand round 3. Which is fine for us, I think, against this deck. Swindle. Townsfolk is nice, but round 3, not round... I mean, he'll probably dry pass, so yeah. It's fine for us. Don't want to risk mulligan into another Sewer Raiders. Huh. Do we play the Sewer Raiders now for no value? 9. We'll have 2 mulligans, so yeah.
Knees are drowning in shite, but me head's in the clouds.
We're fine with that. Let's see. That's nice. Actually, is it? I would like another townsfolk, maybe. Let's see, what else? Actually, I don't want anything else. The only argument is probably another townsfolk, but this is all pretty good. Maybe this. That's good. Let's see. The first play. Get some money.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots all life.
So we have 8 coins now, and ooh, that's nice. That's amazing for us. And 5 triggers on Jigstra, which is nice. Let's see. I probably want to create a bronze.
I knew it.
Amazing. I will trigger it once just for the lulz. That's why I really like Walter. See, this was a great play now. Yeah, he doesn't have a removal, which is amazing for us. Now I'll see the bread and butter of the deck. Let's put it here. I use it once. Twice. Why not? I mean, it's less value when we play our regular townsfolk, but who cares? If he doesn't have a removal for what's he called, Igor the Hook now, ooh, we're fine with that. He does his thing, we don't do ours. It's like Magic the Gathering Pro. Let's see.
Another month's coin gone in an instant.
Yeah. Another one. Actually, no. Let's keep it. Yeah, this is over probably. Let's see how we want to play this out though. Let's damage this so he doesn't get the boost. Get the coin. Another one from the Jigstra. And play this. You see if we are on 47 points, it's... We just snowball too hard. If we just pass now, we probably still won. And it's all because we played Jigstra turn 1. And he's pretty bad, so he locked it. 2, 3, let's see. Let's just remove it. Another one from Jigstra.
What do you think, dearest? It matches your eyes.
Let's keep it. He probably has some kind of removal for it.
Right, left, right.
We can't. This is the only way we can get another copy, but yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's get another copy, then we start just playing out the other cards for profit. Another one. Then Jigstra. And we have 3 more profit cards. We bounty something. Oh, we bounted it already. We just kill it with Executioner, get another one. Shuffle a bronze unit and all copies. I was scared for a bit, thinking he'll shuffle our stuff. Just return to Gwent. Used to play it a year ago. Let's put him on range, then not do anything with the money, hope he gets removed.
Are you wounded? Again?
No, kill him. We're fine with playing this die because we have Ewell Borsodi, even on the bounty he does the same thing. So yeah. Save the money. Shoot down something. I mean, 93 points, this is basically how the deck works when the opponent doesn't have a lot of removal. It's really good for climbing the ladder. I climbed from rank 30 because I just came back to Gwent to rank, what am I now, 14 I think? Which is still pretty bad, but hey, it works. We shoot down this for 6, then we shoot down something else. Yeah, that's that. Beautiful. So yeah, that's that. Most of our matchups like this that don't have removal are pretty good, and the others still winnable if you play it alright. It's a really hard deck to pilot, harder than most of the decks currently, and that's why I love it, and I love Syndicate. So that'll be it for me. If you want to see some more footage of the deck, you can craft it, or for the alternative that I like even more, check out my Twitch stream. I stream usually 7 PM Central European Standard Time, so 5 PM Greenwich Mean Time. That's it from me. Have fun, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.